Welcome back, everybody. This is She and I. I am your host, B Love. And like always, I have my very special host with me,
India Marie.
Ooh, India Marie and B Love, the husband and wife duo you didn't know you need, but you got us and we are here to stay. This is the best thing to happen on a Tuesday. Well, damn it, since guess what? Monday. Give it up for yourself one time. I don't know, for whatever reason, last week, my buttons were off. But I'm telling you, during the episode, every time I pressed the button, it was right. I went back and listened to the podcast like I always do. But one of the homies pointed it out to me, and thank you, Whitney, for before I even got a chance to listen to it. She said, hey, go back and listen to the pod because the buttons are off. So listen, I apologize on my behalf. Hopefully with it. Listen, out of 194 episodes, I got one time to mess up. It was bound to happen, but I'm gonna try not to let it happen.
Did you figure out why?
Nah, I guess something shifted. I'm looking at it now. I really don't know, but thank y'all for listening, man, each and every week. For all the people out there viewing us on YouTube, keep it up. Subscribe, like. We're going to try to do some more special stuff on YouTube.
Last week, we talked straight to the people on YouTube. We said, drop in the comments where y'all live. You know what you niggas did?
What?
Nothing.
Oh, I didn't even realize.
Nothing.
I didn't even realize.
Nothing. Even the people on Instagram, email, y'all did nothing.
Y'all don't follow directions, but it's cool. I can go see where y'all live, but you know we want to hear from y'all. We like reacting. Don't be scared to hit us
What's
up.
crazy is that there were comments on this last week's YouTube. It's just not what we asked for. Not what we asked for.
I will take anything you guys happen to give. I'm looking for something. Keep talking. I'm looking for something right now before I forget.
How was your week, Barrett?
I just said I'm looking for something. Keep talking.
You can't talk. What do you want me to talk about? I'll go ahead and tell y'all about my week.
Yeah, tell us about
your week. So, right now, I am... Well, so wait. This is post-Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy damn Thanksgiving. Where are my manners?
We haven't done an episode since Thanksgiving. Okay, so Thanksgiving was great. We decided to stay home for Thanksgiving this year. And I kept trying to put my emotions, make them make sense as to why I really just didn't want to go home. And I love my family. There are still some family members that I have here on this earth whom I love dearly. But I thought about it, and two of my favorite people ever in my family are no longer here. And so it was just, I don't know. I just didn't want to go home and be reminded of it because we normally go to, granted, well, now I only have 2 living grandparents, but I had 3.
Crying. Listen, I want to have fun.
Crying.
Don't start crying. I'm trying to have a good time.
But if I do, I don't need you.
I'm going to get nervous. You know how I get. Go ahead.
Chill. So now I only got 2, but when I did have 3, we had to go to each grandparent's house.
Mm-hmm.
And so I used to love going to my grandmother's house, the one that just passed away in September. And I couldn't go this year, so I just decided to stay home, and I didn't cry until that night.
Give it up for you one time.
Because I was just, I don't know, I guess I was just damn, I really miss her. Or I miss going home to see her. And again, I still have living family members, but some people you just have a closer connection to.
A stronger bond with, right? I'm going to tell you something. If you ever want to cry, this is going to blow you. You don't have to cry. Sometimes if you need a good cry, I'm going to tell you what to do. If you lost somebody, I lost my dad. Y'all know that by now. But if you go listen to a song by Ed Sheeran, again, I'm on Ed Sheeran. I've been bumping it, Ed.
That song that you played last week, it was in my Pilates class playlist.
Shivers?
Yeah.
Shit, they killed that shit.
I added. Well, because I was trying to bring
vibes.
some diversity into
I put her on the vibes.
That Shivers song and what's the other one? Levitate. Is that what it's called? Levitating?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a good like Pilates class.
Man, listen. Back to the subject at hand. It's a song called Visiting Hours. Don't listen to it if you're not prepared to cry. It will do it. Trust me when I say, I'm not even a crier. I don't cry. But when this song comes on, if you're not ready to cry, don't listen. I'm telling you.
There's some songs like that on Adele's album too. But anyways,
go ahead.
Oh, you still haven't listened to Adele's album, so I don't want to hear it.
I'm not listening to Adele's album unless it's a Wednesday or Thursday. It's not like weekend music, and the show ain't Tuesday music. It's a Wednesday or Thursday vibe.
Anyways, so I don't know. It seems like the past 3 years, like Baird and I have just gotten hit with like pretty big deaths. So like 2019, I lost my cousin, and we were the same age, grew up together. And then 2020, we lost his dad, and then 2021, we lost my grandmother. And so it's just a lot. So I just decided I was like, I'm just gonna stay home and chill here this year. And so what I did do is before she passed, she left me her carrot cake recipe.
Oh,
did I say that on the last podcast?
You did.
So I actually made the carrot cake. And it turned out really, really good.
It did. Give it up for yourself.
And so Bear
ahead.
was like, I'm not eating no carrot cake. Like that ain't my
cake.
thing.
I like donuts
I don't want
and
no
Rice
carrot
Krispies.
cake or whatever. But he ate a piece. And but before he ate it, I told him, I said, people always say they don't eat carrot cake until they taste Mima's carrot cake. Because my daddy was the same way. But every like time we gather, so if, like growing up, when we saw her for Christmas and then Thanksgiving, we saw her every Thanksgiving, she always made this carrot cake. So I made the carrot cake, and
it was good.
It's Monday as we're recording this, and my sister is still eating the cake. I'm like, it's time to throw that thing away.
If anybody out there is still eating anything that's left over from Thanksgiving, you might be a psychopath. Listen to me right now. Drop the greens, put down the turkey. It's dry anyway. Step away from the mac and cheese and get your ass some other food. It's time to put them up.
Yeah, I threw everything in the trash.
You got
yesterday.
worms at this point. If you're eating Thanksgiving food, you're the same person that'll run a red light. You have worms. Trust me.
You're disgusting. You know what people should start doing if they just want to eat Thanksgiving leftovers like that all the time? I was going to say, just freeze it.
But why would you do that?
Just
Guess
freeze your
what?
plate. If you want to eat it towards the end of the week. Well, no. Hell no. Because it takes so long to make Thanksgiving food.
Smaller portions is what I'm saying.
It's not even about the portions. It's the time that it takes to cook.
All right. Well, listen, guess what? We're not going to spend too much time on Thanksgiving. We hope everybody out there had an amazing Thanksgiving. But guess what?
I was going to say,
go ahead.
I do have an announcement.
Oh, Jesus.
Since we're at the beginning of the podcast, in case people don't be making it to the end of the podcast. Starting, I'm trying to see if I'm going to do it this week. I think I am. But on Wednesdays and Thursdays, I will be teaching Pilates in West Nashville. I'm kind of sad about that because I love the East Studio, but I'll be at the West Nashville studio at 7 o'clock. I can only take 5 people per class, but it's 10 o'clock. I mean, not 10 o'clock. It's at 7 p.m. and it's $10 a class. You pay me the $10.
Say what? $10? That's welfare. That's cheap.
Yeah. It is.
Get with her.
But I don't even get the money. I have to. That's the $10 is basically like because I have to pay the studio. And so in order for me to teach a class in the studio, the students have to pay the $10. And yeah, I started teaching this past weekend. I did 3 classes. All the classes were great. You do not have to already know how to do Pilates. It looks scary on those reformers, but Pilates is for anybody.
Say it again. Put it on a t-shirt.
Body. It doesn't matter how you're shaped. It doesn't matter your build. Pilates is literally for anybody. Every exercise can be modified to fit your level, your needs. So don't even be intimidated because before I started my Pilates training, I had only taken 1 Pilates class in my life.
Guess what? I'm going to do a video of me doing Pilates. I haven't done it yet. I've been waiting until she gets some more hours on there because I ain't flexible. But now I'm going to take a class.
You don't have to be flexible.
And I'm going to record it Then I'm going to put it on the YouTube channel. So if you're watching right now, stay tuned. You will see me doing Pilates. Matter of fact, I'm going to get all my partners to come. So you want to teach a bunch of dudes?
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so difficult. I've observed classes that have guys in them.
What time can we go?
Actually observed one today, and guys are they think they're strong, but with Pilates, you're not working the outer muscles. So like the muscles that you see, like when people are bodybuilding and they're lifting and you see them all like super ripped.
Me?
Pilates elongates the muscles and it builds the smaller muscles that are behind.
Elongate.
That are behind your like outer muscles. So when, say for instance, like we're doing exercises that work your glutes and it's for like glute activation. Most of your traditional
Activate that ass.
Most of your traditional like squats.
Yeah.
Those are working your gluteus maximus. But with Pilates,
big booties,
we work the inner muscles. So we're working the minimus and the medius because it's going to build up
listen,
everything. So
you getting Pilates.
The classes.
This is the Pilates pod. What you doing?
The classes are challenging.
Gluteus, minimus, maximus, and
but
gluteus.
They're really helpful. And men have a hard time because, I mean, there will be men that are like, they look like they have abs, but they've never worked those inner muscles.
What you trying to take a shot? Right? What you trying to do?
A lot of times the flexibility is trash. And we're not even going to talk about like their hip joints. Like they are so narrow in their hips and just everything is just stiff. So
when I go and I do it better than her, I'm going to show it to y'all. What
friend could you get to come to Pilates?
I'm going to ask JD and Osafa, and I got to find some more. I'm going to ask my homies that I work out with directly. I'm going to ask them.
Okay, so I could.
3 guys. Me, JD, and Osafa.
I could do it on a Friday.
I'm finna ask them as soon as we get off.
I could do it on a Friday.
All right, y'all heard it here first. We going to Pilates. I'm gonna hit them up. Now don't lie to us. I'm gonna pay for us. We're gonna come in there and bust it down. That's what I'm gonna do. Now I'm gonna jump right into it because we got a lot to talk about. We didn't cover last week, so I'm gonna hit the button.
During the week, we got deep.
Chill.
Let's talk on the podcast.
Yes, indeed. I got like 2 or 3 things I really want to touch on. But first things first, one of the homegirls sent me this post, and this is what I was looking for a minute ago, that I have to read out loud. And give me a second, let me pull it back up. First of all, it's a screenshot, and the post says, when your man has company, you're supposed to take your ass in the other room. It's a woman dressed in a hijab. I'll say it again. When your man has company, you're supposed to take your ass in the other room. Now, my guy who posted this said, I need my married people opinion. Now you married people just there to be there talking real marriage type shit. Because I think this true. Because I don't know one man that's going to sit in on y'all girl time. Answer me, please. What do you think, India? Do you feel like when I have company, you are obligated to march your ass upstairs and go in the room?
Okay, so I'm back up a little bit.
All right, talk to me.
That you don't know one man that wants to sit around the girls. Well, Barrett sits around the girls. And he talks to the girls.
Don't get my answer already.
And he has never shied away from sitting around the girls when we're talking.
I love it. Let me tell you, this doesn't sound like... I'm going to tell you right now, who is this? His name is, obviously it's an alias, David Ruffin. You're a joke, my friend. I love sitting around the girls. Boy, you can learn so much. You can learn how women think, feel, and act. You can pick up so much game just by sitting around the girl and listening. Also, at one point, your friends all become one collective group. I look at all your friends like my friends. We all the homies. One of them toxic as hell. The most innocent, toxic person ever. And we just had a conversation a minute ago. But
now, as far as me, I don't feel obligated to leave, but a lot of times I do want to leave. Okay. Because I don't like listening to what they talk about.
Okay.
Especially, so like now
But you don't feel obligated to
I don't
leave.
feel obligated
Do
to
I
leave.
make you feel obligated? Like, do I come to you and pressure you that, hey, listen, I got Big Phil about to come over. You got to go to the other room.
No.
All right, cool.
They're like, okay, so you had this one friend who every time they referred to their significant other, it would be like, this bitch, da-da-da-da. It was just always this bitch. And I was like, I'm not finna sit around and listen to this nigga call his girl a bitch because he's so fucking mad right now. And so I just used to get up and leave because I'm like, I don't want to listen to it. My thing is, I'm so opinionated that when they're talking about stuff, I have a tendency to step in and butt in. And I don't like doing it. So I'll just leave. Bear doesn't make me feel like I have to leave. There have been plenty of times where I have sat in a room with his friends and we have all had conversations together.
Yeah.
His best friend, Philip, me and him argue like siblings. When we sitting together, having
time.
like a conversation, because a lot of times I disagree with his friends and the way that they think about certain things.
Like she disagrees with me.
Yeah, so
I am my friend.
every now and then, like, I'll sit down there and we talking or whatever. But when Bear, like, when he and his friends need to have like a serious conversation,
We not even
Bear
in the
will
house.
step outside, or they'll go for a ride,
We not
or
even
they'll
at the
go in
house.
the garage, or they'll step outside and smoke. Like, so he don't sit. Cause my thing is, it's my house too. Like, it's our house. So for you to be like, you got to go upstairs in the room because we down here
You
talking.
want punishment. Take your march. Go upstairs, woman. What if I told you that? Hey, excuse me, miss. I'm having man time. Go upstairs and close the door.
I mean, me and Beard have argued in front of our friends before, so it wouldn't be the first thing.
But if you're new, but hey, if you're new to the podcast, we talked about this before. Don't be the couple that every time friends come around, you ruin the vibes from arguing. All right.
But I feel like at this point, you know, like what would trigger me. Like, I feel like if you were to say that to me, you know what kind of reaction you gonna get.
Yeah. I do for sure.
But a lot of times, like I said, if he has friends over, a lot of times I just don't even want to sit down there in general. So, for instance, I
Why
think
is it so
Bear
different
had
for girls than
company.
guys?
Bear had company a couple weeks ago. I had been in class all day with Pilates. I came in, I sat at the kitchen island, ate my dinner, said, hey, bye, and I went upstairs for the rest of the night.
You did.
Like, I was not interested in sitting down there and conversing with them.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to go get my me time in upstairs.
But watch this. On the flip side, one night I went out, watched the game. Me and the homie, shout out to my guy Ryan, we decided to go home at halftime. At the same time, this is when India was preparing for She Did Her Thing, the vendor event. I got home and all the ladies were still here. Ooh, they was on wine. They were talking that smack. They were talking about everything. I come in the house. I try to scurry upstairs. Guess what they told me? No, below. Don't try to leave. Come down here and talk. So I'm like, oh, what have I got myself into? And all I wanted to do was go upstairs. Shout out to Amber. Amber led the pack. But I did.
That's my stomach.
I thought you just farted on this microphone.
And if I did poop, what you
Bro,
gonna say?
I was going to cut the podcast off. Because that was loud.
Bear, you just burped.
Anyway.
What's the difference between a burp and a fart?
Anyway.
You say it look like she farted. You just burp
Nah, bro,
belch,
this is a
and
lie.
then you be doing them big old funky belches that be
Nobody even knew that.
So I can smell it from your breath, but you can't smell it from my butt.
They heard that noise.
It
Come
came
out.
from my stomach because I'm
It
hungry.
came out of somewhere. I hope it was. Anyway, needless to say, when I come in, because it's love in the room, I'm gonna stick around. Now, if your significant other has friends that you don't get along with, now I get it. You don't even want to be around. But India, if I know she doesn't get along with one of my friends, they're probably not gonna be coming over to the house that often, just so everybody can keep the peace. And I don't want, listen, this is her house just as much as it is our house. You know what I mean? So if she doesn't get along with one of the homies or something like that, or there's some friction there, you know, a little tension, probably not gonna necessarily bring that person around the house, but outside of the home, we can kick it all day. And I think that plays a big part too. You really have to know your significant other's triggers.
And honestly, if we're sitting down there and Bear asks me to leave the room so they can talk, As soon as the person leaves, I'm going to ask what they talked about.
Nosy, right? Hey. So what happened? She pregnant? She what?
Or I'm going to be standing at the
He
top of
cheated
the
on
steps
who with who?
listening.
See what I'm saying? No privacy.
Ain't no point in doing it. Just don't even, just step outside.
I'm pretty sure she got my phone tapped. I'm pretty sure that there's a recorder in the pillows. What's going on here? So yeah, it's no privacy anyway. So either way, I don't expect you to leave. So I just wanted to see where you stood with that. Should you leave?
No, I don't think I should, but I will because I don't like listening to y'all talk.
There you go. So and I'm cool. If girls are talking, I'm talking too. I'm sitting right there and I'm giving my opinion. If they want it or not. Now. On the flip side, if it's something serious going on and one of the home girls come over because she just had a bad breakup and she don't necessarily want to cry in front of me.
He gonna leave the room.
I'm leaving the room. I don't want to listen. I don't like seeing women cry. I don't think any man should be like knowingly making a female or knowingly making a woman cry. A girl, whatever, lady. I don't think that's cool. You know what I mean? So if one of the ladies are crying and I can tell it's a serious moment, I might walk in the house, see the vibes, and walk back out. I'm gonna give them their time. I'm respectful, even though it's like I said, it's our house. I'm still respectful to your time and the time you putting in with the homegirls.
Beard and I don't have company that often to even worry about that.
No. We had the same company over and over again.
Yeah, but even still, we don't be. It ain't like we having company every week. We don't.
We need to start. We used to have company all the time.
We did before we had Blake.
Damn.
But now we don't.
Got a baby for sale, $550. Oh, come get him.
You would never.
I would never. You know I would. You would before I would. But anyway, there it is. We had to talk about that. Now I got to go to another place that I've been meaning to talk about at least for the last month. And I keep putting it off and I kept putting it off, but I have to get to it right now. Probably last month or so, India, she drives her car very hard, right? So she came home or she called me or something. She was like, man, I got a flat tire. As soon as I pulled off the street, my tire pressure light came on and then the tire was on the rim. She brought the car back to the house. I'm like, all right, cool. Take my car.
No. That's not what happened.
Talk to her.
I hit something in the road.
That's what it was. My bad.
I left the house.
I was close.
Yeah, left the house, hit something in the road. I had only been gone for like maybe 5 minutes.
Okay.
I hadn't even made it to the interstate yet. 2 minutes later, my tire pressure light came on. So I turned around and came back to the house because I was scared. Since the tire pressure light came on so fast, I was scared that I wasn't going to be able to make it back home because I was going downtown.
You were not. Anyway, she brings it back home. I'm damn new. I was watching football. I know exactly what I was doing. So I'm like, God bless you. What? Just come get the car. Boom, got my car. I walked outside. I'm like, man, I could probably drive this to Discount Tire. Nah, I couldn't drive it to Discount Tire. The rim was literally on the ground. So I'm like, all right, cool, man. I guess I'm going to change the tire. India looked me dead in my eyes and said, you know how to change a tire? The disrespect.
That is not what I said. No.
Respect.
He got the story wrong.
What happened?
I asked you, I said, I need you to put the spare on. I didn't even ask you if you could do it. I said, can you put the spare on?
And when I told you, you were like, you can?
No, I did not. That's not how the story went.
Talk to me.
That situation happened with my car. A couple weeks later.
Now we'll get to slow down. Keep going. Stay on the car.
Okay, so what you're saying does not pertain to this story.
It does. Listen, she came out there, did not know I can change a tire. Blew my mind, right? So that point in my life, I started looking at myself like, damn, do I just give off like a prima donna that I can't change a tire? So I got to thinking like, all right, cool. When you get married to somebody or when you start dating somebody, are there things that you probably need to know in an emergency situation like that before you commit to them?
Yeah.
Like, listen, I feel like from here on out, it may be a good idea. You know, you do marriage counseling. That's cool. You may also need to do a marriage boot camp where you do real life skills like change a tire.
But I have a friend
she told me that, I was shocked.
I have a friend who stopped dating a guy because of that. He didn't know how to change the tire. He didn't know how to change the battery. He didn't know how to But this girl, her dad taught her how to do all of that. So this particular girl, she knows how to change the tire, change the battery, change the spark plugs on the car.
She's a fucking mechanic.
She knows how to do like simple stuff to a car.
That's not
but
simple.
the guy did not know how to. I mean, at the very least, change the flag.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like being a man one-on-one.
Didn't even take me that long.
Like,
and I changed it in about 20 minutes flat. Could have probably did it in about 10 had I had some better. I used like standard equipment that was in the car. I probably could have did it faster than that. But if you got roadside assistance, I know what you're saying right now. This nigga B-Love crazy. I don't even know how to change the tire. I'm just going to call AAA. Well, cool. That's great too. But in the event that you ever cannot call AAA, you probably need to change the tire. And it's probably going to turn on. It's going to make that little thing get hot. See me out there work on that tire, you probably got that thing
No,
red.
I did not get turned on. Because I didn't get turned on because you had an attitude about it. What's turned on about that?
I was watching football at
There's
the time,
nothing sexy about asking your man to do something and then he has an attitude about doing it.
Listen, man, when you watching football and you just kind of hanging out and then she calls you and she tells you unexpectedly that she has a flat tire and you know what's about to happen. I didn't tell you the whole story. She needed new tires anyway. I was trying to put them off. So then I'm like, damn, I'm about to go to Discount Tires. And every man knows this too. If you change one tire, if you get a brand new tire on the front, you probably need to get all 4 tires. If your man doesn't know that, get another one. All right. Now, I'm going to progress the story a little bit further. We got back from San Francisco. And my battery was having some problems anyway. And I knew that because once again, India was driving my car and the battery died on her at Philip and Charity's house. Mind you, she wasn't even supposed to be over there. She snuck. But that's okay. That's okay. You
I
did.
didn't do
You
nothing.
did. You snuck off like, India, where are you? Oh, my bad. I forgot to tell you I had to stop at Philip and Charity's house. You were supposed to go pick up some food for me that night. Remember?
Very true. But
Hey,
I went to,
right.
but every time I go to Philip and Charity's house, they be feeding me.
See what I'm saying?
So I just stayed
See
there.
what I'm saying? So,
Because you don't be feeding me. I was in class from 12 to 6. And I was over there, and Philip was like, "You want a smoothie?" So he fixed me a smoothie. And then I was like, "You want some pizza?" And I was like, "Yes, I'll take some pizza." So I was just over there, shooting the shit.
Eating good. I'm at the house hungry.
You weren't hungry.
Trying to get my lunch meal prep for the next day. And I didn't get it. I had to go get it myself. But anyway, I digress. The battery died. I pull up. Philip and I fix the battery. Boom. Fast forward, go to San Francisco. I park the car in the B&A parking garage. Boom. We get back from San Francisco. We happy. We came back from Napa. Boom, boom, get money. Finna go see Blake. Pull up. Boop, boop. Hit the car. Everything seems to be in order, right? The lights came on and everything. I get ready, open the door. Everything's in order. I get in the car. I said, no shit. I said, no. The lights went off in the car. I said, no. The battery died in the parking garage of an airport.
And you know what's crazy? When the car didn't start at Philip and Charity's house, he tried to blame it on me. But really,
but I looked at it. It was
just
corroded.
Needed to be replaced.
Nah, it was the terminal had corroded. Anyway, I open the hood up and I say, shit, I gotta buy a new battery. Mind you, man, listen. Stuff like that would make the average person frustrated, lose their cool, throw stuff. I get mad internally. But I also thank God that I'm able and I have the resources to go out and do the things I need to do to get my car back running.
Thank God for that. I was thanking God that we made it back home off that airplane. I was so ready to get off that flight.
Shit.
I was like, well, God, at least we made it back to Nashville. We'll figure out the car. We got rides.
Anyway, I told Indy, I said, listen, your mom is here. Call your mom, tell her to come pick you up. I'm going to take an Uber over here to Advanced Auto Parts. I'm going to go buy a battery, take an Uber back, change the battery. That's all I was going to do. Boom, boom, boom. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. India, you mean to tell me you know how to change a battery? This is where she said
Why
that.
Why you make everything sound so much worse than what it is?
You know how to change a battery?
I said you know how to change a battery. Yes, I asked you if you knew how to change a battery.
I said, India, what do you say? I could do nothing but laugh. I said, India, what do you mean I know how to change a battery? I mean, I don't know. You know how to change a battery or not?
There is not a handyman Okay, Barry don't fix nothing
It's
in the house.
crazy that she
He
says
is
that.
not like handy.
She's crazy that she says that, right? However, did the battery get changed?
Barry, despite the battery, yes, the battery got changed.
Did the
Yes,
tire
you
got-
put the flat on my car.
That is.
But outside of that,
What else do I
over the
need to
history
do?
of our relationship,
What else? Nothing has happened.
he has paid for other people to do everything. So Barry is not the Mr. Fix-It around the house.
Once again, if I have the correct access to get my time back, why wouldn't I pay to have my time back?
But I'm saying,
paying
if
for
I've never seen you can
convenience.
do it, why would I know that you can do it?
You gotta trust the man of the house. If I tell you a duck can pull a truck, you grab a hitch and you hook it up. I'm telling you, if I told you I could change a battery, all you gotta do is say, cool. But instead, she was so shocked. The look of shock that came over her face, I was like, wow, I really must be a pansy in the house. She was really looking at me as a pushover. Because at first it was the tire, now it's the battery. It's not like I'm damn near changing transmission fluid. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting a new catalytic converter in the car. Just changing it back, picking up, put it back in. All of that to say this. Ladies out there, never play yourself. Your man probably knows more than what you think he knows. And with that being said, I got something else to talk about real fast.
Honestly, this is like the most that I've seen him do. He just recently put the Christmas lights on the house. Very good. Very good.
She didn't even know I could do that. She was, I mean, were you
Bear,
not?
yes, I was. Because Bear has a tendency, it's like he'll do it, but he'll just leave it as like just okay. So for me, if you say I'm gonna go put some Christmas lights up, I'm expecting it to look good and not just like a half done job, like just leaving it however it is. So I was shocked at like how straight the lights were.
Come on, man. Hold on, say it again. You were what?
Shocked at how straight the lights are on the house.
Symmetrical.
We're still not done decorating the house. Like it needs a little more, oomph.
My part is done.
So I guess I gotta decorate the rest of the house. We still gotta put the Christmas wreaths up, and I want some like pre-lit Christmas wreaths to put on the outside of the house. But you did do a good job putting the lights on the house.
Thank you, India. Thank you. That's all I ask for. But even that, she always has a little bit of doubt in the back of her mind that he's going to mess this up. Now, I will say this. When it comes to stuff in and around the house, I'm not about to go fix no HVAC. I'm not about to go fix no electrical problem. But
like
check
we
this
got
out.
a mirror downstairs, and we need. I guess we got to hire somebody.
An electrician. Let me tell you
to
how
do
I know.
that.
Now, hold on. Did I not almost do it, though? Did I not almost do it?
Yes, but
I
I
pulled
want
a
a complete
whole- listen.
job. Like you got to paint
Hold
the
up.
wall first.
I know. Give me a second. I pulled a whole light fixture out of the wall and started rewiring the lights. And then I thought to myself, you just pay somebody to do this shit, man. Hook this shit back up. And that's what I did. So I'm going to pay somebody to do it. It's funny you say that. Philip and I, we talked about Philip and Charity a lot. Philip and I just talked probably about 30, 45 minutes ago. And he said, man, B-Love, listen. If somebody ever tells you they want the mirrors with the LED lights, don't get them. I said, bro, too late. He said, do you know you got to hire an electrician? I said, nah. I said, well, yeah, I know now because I tried to do it myself. He like, damn, why didn't nobody tell me? I guess I was the only person. So listen, all that to say this. Nobody knew you had to hire an electrician to rewire lights in the back of a mirror. Who would have thought? Not me. I just didn't know. So there you go. I had to talk about those things, those items. Now, before I move on and get into my favorite segment of the pod, I got to talk about this show I was watching. Y'all probably out there watch it too. Insecure. Now, on the plane back from San Francisco, I got a chance to catch up on Insecure. I forgot what episode it was, but I wanted to come on here.
Oh, I gotta watch this week's episode.
I haven't watched this week's episode either, but I had to come on here and say this real fast. That everybody needs a friend. Like, what's the homegirl's name? AKA. What's her name?
All of them are AKs. What's
Amanda Seals' husband's name?
Oh, her husband. Shoot.
Look
I know
it
what you're
up
talking
real
about.
fast. But everybody,
You said Amanda Seals' character's husband.
Yeah, what's the homie's name? Everybody needs a friend like him in times we lose our cool. For example, It was at the baby shower, and Lawrence got mad when Condola was tripping and had the baby, and they were pulling the baby back and forth. And the homie came over and said, "Hey, bro, hey man, come out here and help me pick up something." He stopped the chaos from happening. If you don't have a friend like that, question your friends. Or if you do have friends like that and you don't respect them, get more friends. A lot of the times, our homies will try to tell us what's best for us, and we won't listen. Going out to argue with somebody is not cool, especially in a public setting. It's taking you that long? It's
Yeah,
like being insecure, Cass.
That's
Goodness
what I just
gracious.
did.
Have mercy.
Be quiet.
There he is right there.
Where?
Light-skinned brother.
Where?
Right there.
That is not
She
him.
don't even know.
That's not him.
Yes, that is. There he is right
Derek.
there. Derek. Get you a friend
You
like
talking about
Derek.
Andrew? He ain't even on this season.
My bad.
That's
Get
who
you a
Molly was
friend.
screwing last season.
I don't even care about all that. But get you a friend like Eric, man.
Derek.
held Lawrence down so cold. I'm talking about you saw the storm brewing. Lawrence looked like he wanted to push Condola down. But then the homie stepped in and was like, hey, bro, no, man. It's my baby's party. You need to come over and help me move some damn boxes. And he pulled him out of the way. Saying all that to say this. The baby and Danny Lake situation.
Oh.
Had the baby, had somebody in his corner that he respected enough to pull him off to the side and be like, hey, bro, listen, man, you worth way too much to be doing all this acting out for an audience, cuz like, relax, you're messing up the money. So you need those type of people in your life who you respect and who you will listen to when it comes to doing right or doing wrong.
It sucks because I'm like, I love the baby's music.
Yeah,
Like I do.
I do too. I love it too.
But the way that he has like handled himself recently, it's hard for me to even listen to his music because it's just like, why? And everybody is like, where's his publicist? I don't know who his publicist is.
At that point.
Who is his friend?
There you go. It's about the homie stepping in.
It's honestly ridiculous. And like his captions of like, I just don't understand. Like he is such a hurt person. Like his mental is so fucked up.
Hurt people.
That man need help.
So listen out there, man. If you're out there and you know you are the homie or you know you need that homie, man, listen to him. Don't take that person for granted because at the end of the day, they probably are going to have your best interest at heart. Give it up for him. I know it's a fictional character, but we can all learn some real life shit from fictional characters. We all can. We can benefit from that.
Who is your friend
Philip.
that would do that for you?
Philip. The homie gonna check me. I got a few of them. The homie Chris, Dane check me. Westside check me. I got a few people that's gonna put you in check. I
don't know about Dane.
Oh, for sure.
I know for a fact Philip and Chris will be like, that's a stupid ass idea.
Nah,
like,
Dane, for sure. He'll check me too. Like, hey, bro, rethink that, man. Chill. Come on, B. He not gonna let that ride. What you mean? Who are your friends? Oh, your friends love to do hood rat stuff. Yeah, it's right, girl. You go get that nigga. He don't deserve you, queen. Fuck him. That's what y'all be on all the time.
Literally not true. But it
Boy,
would
if you
definitely
pull up their text message, all of it sound like that.
That ain't how we talk.
How y'all talk?
That's not how we
Okay,
talk.
all right. You tell him you deserve better. It's time for you to make time for you.
You getting on my nerves.
What you got? I'm telling
You are getting
That's
on
what
my
y'all be
nerves. I have
saying.
several friends that would put me in my place if needed.
But they also be real right with you, ready to just do anything crazy too.
Depending on the situation.
See what I'm saying? See, now the homies gonna put, hey man, chill. We ain't on that right now, bro. Chill. Come on, dog.
Yeah, a lot of my friends be like, you whatever you want to do.
See? Girls and guys are different. Guys are gonna be more, hey man, chill.
Caleb would for sure pull me to the side.
It's the only one. All the rest of them.
And probably Althea just because she does not like confrontation. But Amber is about it. No matter the occasion.
And I'm gonna tell you, I can name a bunch of them. Amber, Sydney. Oh Lord.
Sydney
put those two in the same room.
No rationale.
You put those two in the
When she's
same
upset.
room, it's gonna be a bazaar in that bitch. All right, but anyway, give it up for y'all one time, man. But let me hit the button because it is the season for giving.
Now unqualified advice from B-Love and B-Love's relationTIP.
I got the keys. So since it is kind of December, I was thinking about, man, should I start giving, It's kind of December. It's the 30th.
Hurt my finger.
What is she talking about? It's the 30th. Now I was thinking back, like, man, what can I give a tip about? Should I do it about Christmas? Yeah, maybe. Should I do it about relationships? I said, maybe. Then I wanted to combine them and do it about Christmas and relationships. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Christmas is coming up, and this is my tip for everybody out there. If you know that there is something on your Christmas list that you want really bad, and you know if you don't get that item, or if you get something less than, you will be upset, you need to voice that to your significant other. Do not think that person is a mind reader. We all want to have...
Sometimes we want you to read our minds, damn it.
We all want to have a good holiday. In order for us to have a good holiday,
the only reason
you need to speak up and say what you want. Now, I'm going to tell you
the only reason why he's saying that is because last year, I outdid him with the Christmas presents.
Crazy.
And when I finished opening my gifts, he was like...
What else you want? Your birthday coming up. Shit, that's what I said.
He said, damn, I think I slawed out.
I said, your birthday coming up. And then I said, you just had your anniversary. Then I said,
no, you don't get to like cheat the gifts because they're close together.
And see, that's what we need to normalize. Just normalize this. Come on, normalize.
No, we're not going to normalize. What we need to normalize is knowing your partner. Like, everything I bought you for Christmas last year, it wasn't because you asked for it. You didn't ask for none of the shit I bought you for last year. I bought it all because I genuinely knew that you would like it. Very rarely do I buy you something that you do not like.
Trash. Nah, I never say that. You're right. You did your thing. I'm not saying
he was like a kid in the candy store opening up his Christmas presents last year.
She did a good job.
Eyes just bright, like...
She did a good job.
But for me... everything I want for every single holiday, I have to tell him that I want it.
Express yourself. You got to express yourself.
And that just ruins the surprise. It's like, oh, well, thank you. Well, I mean, I knew you were going to get this. I get no surprises.
Let me tell you why. Because she asked for everything. Anybody that has a running list of things they want, you can close your eyes and just say, I'm getting you these 3 things. And 9 times out of 10, they're not going to be a surprise because she has already picked them out or mentioned them. Like right now, I know she wants a bag. I know she wants some boots. I know she wants a jacket. And if I get those things for Christmas, will it be a surprise? Probably not. However, she's been talking about...
Here's the thing. You can say I want jackets, boots, and the coat.
I know the kind.
Or whatever. But it just don't be looking... Sometimes you are like a parent picking out gifts. Like, you know how your mom be buying you stuff? And you be like, Mama.
That useful ass hat. And I told y'all them big jeans I had on.
Bear has opened up Christmas gifts from his mama and been like, Mommy, this is going back to the store. Like, why? Bear opened up something last year and he was like, why'd you buy this?
I'm not going to lie to my mom. I'm taking this back. Matter of fact, the mall is open the day after Christmas. They probably gonna have a sale. Let's go tomorrow.
He does it every single year. And so sometimes I just be feeling like there's no like creativity behind the gifts, or like you just buying it to check something off the list.
If you tell somebody everything you want and they get all of those items and you're not surprised, is that your problem or their problem?
Well, and then
you let me know.
You gonna say, well, send me the stuff you want for Christmas. When just last week, you said your Christmas shopping is done. Like, I already got something. You was like, I've already gotten your Christmas stuff. Like, so what am I sending you? You said you already got everything.
I want to say something on here so bad, but I'm gonna save it for next week because this conversation will continue on. However, I will say this. If I ask you to send me a list of items you want, and I go and get the list, is it a surprise? Would you still be surprised?
But why would I send you a list when you said that you've already bought the Christmas gift?
Did
I'm
you
confused.
write a list of Santa Claus when you were little?
No, I didn't. I didn't grow
Did
up like
y'all
that.
write a list of Santa Claus when you were? Do you tell your kids to write a list of Santa? You know why you do that? To make sure that you're checking off the things that they really want.
Bear,
Everything else is
I
filler.
made Christmas lists, but I rarely got things on the Christmas list.
Exact. So now when you make a Christmas list and you get the stuff on the list, are you not surprised? This is crazy.
I just don't be
Help
understanding
me.
why with me is what work. But for you, it's just like I just be knowing what you gonna
Because
like.
I don't ask for things year round.
It don't matter. But I ask you. I'm like, hey, Bear, what do you want for our anniversary? What do
don't
you want
matter.
for Christmas?
Shit
And you
don't
give me
matter.
this same lame answer every single time.
Shit don't matter. That's my answer. Because guess what? It doesn't matter. You know what matters to me the most? Being here with my friends and family. That's what matters to me the most. The gifts are an added bonus. Being able to spend time with your loved ones, that's the reason for the season. And we'll be back after these breaks.
You done being full of shit.
Anyway, all that to be said, make a list, give it to your significant other, and be surprised when you get what is on the list. India, are you ready?
Ooh, you a piece of work.
Here we go.
Let her upgrade you. What would India do?
Oh, WWID. What would India do? Kick it.
My girlfriend only wants boys and will not go through with any pregnancy if she finds out the child is a girl. We have been dating for a year and a half. We had a pregnancy scare last week. She is not pregnant. We were relieved, but also slightly disappointed. We were talking about the topics of children and the subject of gender came up. I don't care about gender. She said she only wanted boys and didn't want girls. I understand having a preference, but this sounds really extreme, so I asked what she would do if the baby turned out to be a girl. She said she would get an abortion.
Oh, Lord.
We ended the conversation as I really didn't know what to say. I have been thinking about it and I'm really worried. I am worried if she will be a good parent to any child, frankly. I just don't understand it. She has a terrible relationship with her mother, and I think some of the reluctance may stem from that. I just don't know how to deal with this and talk about it. She hates talking about her mother, and I think this will be a very hard topic to discuss. I need some advice on how to handle this sensitively. Okay. So for one, I think that by the time you find out the gender, it's too late to get an abortion.
I was thinking the same thing,
Unless you go to one of those like ultrasound studios, but even still, it's too early to get an abortion. In most states,
Too late.
Yeah, too late to get an abortion in most states. So there's that.
Yikes.
Secondly, because of that, if that's the case, I wouldn't have babies with her because you don't want her to resent. If you have a daughter, you don't want her to resent your daughter and treat her, unfairly, or just, not treat her the way she deserves to be treated as a child because she has resentment towards her mom and she hasn't healed that relationship. Third, y'all just dating. Y'all's boyfriend and girlfriend. So, I mean,
Man, leave that
unless
lady,
you
bro.
planning on like getting married soon, we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
People bringing children into the world who are not married, and while that works for some, a lot of times it doesn't work out between the parents. So if that's something that can be avoided, if it's not like an oopsie pregnant, like we had a wild night and we just slipped up and got pregnant,
Boy.
like I wouldn't be planning to have a baby.
That happens
If I'm not
sometimes.
married, especially in this case where it seems like she has a lot of like healing to do, because she could be a nightmare for your unborn child.
She gonna hate that baby. If it's a girl, she gonna be like Precious Mama. She gonna push that baby down the steps and everything. Remember Precious Monique?
Oh Lord, Beard.
See, that's what's gonna happen. You know what's so crazy too? most of the time, oopsie moments, they come when the girl is on top. I ain't never really heard an oopsie moment when the guy was on top. Most of the time, when it's an oopsie, it's a girl. It's the girl that's on top because she's on that thing-a-lang and you can't pick her up. And it's going to be a long day for you. And guess what you got? If you got your socks on, you got a boy. If you got your socks off, you got a girl. So play your cards right, my friend. That's a fact.
Anyways, she gotta do something about that relationship with their mom. Because the thing is, by her saying, I don't want a girl, I don't want a girl, I don't want a girl, she's gonna end up having nothing but girls. Because that is what she's manifesting slick in her life. And sometimes you gotta be the one to break the generational curses. Like,
but everybody says that until they get their baby, man. Like everybody be like, I want it, I want this, I want that, I want this. Man, just be happy that you're gonna have a healthy ass baby, bro. It shouldn't even matter what it is, girl or boy.
And if anything, like, you could have the girl and change your whole family lineage. Because the thing is, if your mom treated you like shit, her mom more than likely treated her like shit, and her mom more than likely treated her like shit. You don't just like come on earth treating people like ass. You learn that from people. So that behavior has been passed down generation to generation. So if you have a daughter, break that generational curse. Stop that shit with you and learn to like love your daughter and nurture your daughter so that when she has a daughter or future children, like, it stops with you. I don't know if I want to be in a relationship with somebody who said that.
She scared me, bro. I wouldn't be with her. I'm telling you. Precious. That's what you got yourself into. Monique and Precious.
Because regardless,
beware.
if you have you don't want a girl, but the things you're running from with the girl could show up in the boy in different ways.
Or it could be a transgender. Who knows?
So the issues that you're avoiding regardless will surface. It'll come up in different situations until you heal it.
There it is. Give it up for India one time. You can't heal what you don't reveal. Shout out to Jay-Z. India, tell the people where they can find you.
India.Marie on Instagram. Follow She Did Her Thing. I'm in the works of venue scouting right now. I have a couple of venues that I'm looking at this week, and I'm planning out my 2022 because I know for a fact that there's like 4 events that I want to do next year. So be on the lookout for that. So go ahead and follow She Did Her Thing if you're not already following that, and then follow me and tune into my page so you can come get this Pilates work because it's great.
Pilates is for anybody. Put it on a t-shirt. You can find me at BLove1911 on all social platforms. Please be sure to follow She and Our Podcast on Instagram. Leave us a message and please subscribe to YouTube. That's where the vibes are. If you're on YouTube, you saw me. This is where the vibes are. There it is. So, man, make sure y'all subscribe. Listen, I'm going to say this next week, too. I want to have a small holiday soiree. Can I have a small one? I know it's late. Invite only. Not invite only, but like 30 tickets, right? 30 people can come out. You and your lady.
You are determined to have me in a party.
You and your lady. You and your man. Lady, man. Come out. Hang out with us. Holiday soiree. Miniature version. Very small. I'm going to plan it, and you're going to be there. Bells and whistles.
I'm not gonna be there. Actually, guys, my weekends are looking pretty full for the rest of this year.
Damn, you ain't lying, mine too. But we'll figure something out. Might do it during happy hour. Who knows? But in the meantime, in between time, man, thank y'all for listening. We love y'all. And guess what? It's been real. It's been fun. I.